Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Train Sim Classic, and today we have this very nice Class 323 in West Midlands Railway livery. This is a Vulcan Products reskin. If you want this reskin for the Class 323, go to Vulcan Products and you can get the download there. We are doing the Scenario 5Z24. That's the service, and we are on the West Coast main line, Trent Valley. I really like Trent Valley line. It is, I live near the Trent Valley line, and it is in game very detailed. Lot of detail on the side of the tracks, and with the overhead wires and stuff. I love it. But before we get in and get going, I just want to say, if you are a new viewer and you haven't already, please subscribe down below. And thank you to all the existing viewers. We are building a really nice little community here on YouTube. So thank you. Alright, let's jump in and get going. Okay, here we are inside of the 323. You're following the LNWR stopping surface and will be held outside of Rugby. Okay, well, we've got a few things to do first. So let's get some cab lights on. And we need to sort the destination out. So we're on depot at the moment. We want, let's have a look, F1, Wolverhampton sidings, so Stafford. So are we going to Stafford? You can change the destinations by pressing F7 and F8. Let's see now. So we got Stafford via Wolverhampton. Ooh, is that Wolverton? No, I think we just want... Ooh, pressing the wrong buttons. I think we just want that. We're going to go with that. Right, we've been given a proceed at caution. So let's actually set the logo up. We need some lights actually on the front. So let's do that, and that is pretty much us ready to go. F3, let's have the... Nope, there we go. Just pressing the wrong button there. I haven't played Train Sim Classic for a while. I've been playing other games. DRA is on, so let's turn that off. And we should hear that really distinctive sound with the Class 323. Let's just go to full power. Yeah, I've always liked the 323. I don't know if that's just because they've been the main sort of passenger loco for me. We're going past here. Yeah, I don't know if they've just been like the main sort of power loco or the main like rolling stock on the West Midlands for me growing up, but yeah, I've always liked the 323. And this is the Tees Valley line. Very nice route. Very detailed with fauna and flora. I think that's how you say it. It's, we're going via Rugby platform 2. We do need to keep an eye on the signals though, just in case. Because we are following another service by the sounds of it. But yeah, Tees Valley line is a very good route. So is the Birmingham Cross City line, which this would also be on. This can break really quick actually, so just want to keep an eye out. Is that for us, that signal? be... Yeah, it is. It's alright, we can hit the emergency here. Guessing there's something in front of us. Yeah. Platform 2, there's something in platform 2 there. So we'll wait for him to go. I don't know when he's going. But I did come up to this pretty fast. Obviously it told me that I'd be held at rugby, but that's fine. I think that's him down there. Buttons. We did spad that, to be fair, but the next signal should be red in the station, so we'll unless we've messed it up. We are actually going via here. But apparently this scenario is about 60 minutes long. So, and there's not a lot of places to go. I mean, that's... I can't quite see how far that is. We'll have a look if we... Oh, we can proceed. It's yellow. Obviously, chasing this one is a bit annoying because we are going to have to keep stopping. That's a double yellow. Proceed with caution. I guess it depends on how fast that other train is going. Sorry if this keeps like flickering in and out. It's the amount of overhead wires that the game's having to sort of render. I don't know how to... I forget which button that is. Yeah, I forget which button it is to do the pedal there at the bottom. Can't remember if we had a double yellow or not. I'll have to keep an eye out. But yeah, this route is very, very detailed, very cool. The overhead wires are really cool on this route. I'm actually not running any of the improvement stuff for any overhead wires or anything, so... But I think the game's doing quite well, and it renders it relatively well at long distance as well. I mean, I can see right around that corner, and it's rendered it. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. Is that a... It's a green. But yeah, like, I've put the view distance on here to quite far, so obviously we can see right down there. But very, very detailed route. Lots of things going on. This Tees Valley line is actually one of my favourite routes on Train Sim Classic. Mainly because you get a lot of different things on it. You can go for... Get freight on it, passenger, loads of stuff. It seems we're chasing the greens now, which is good. But yeah, we'll actually see how... I mean, I really can't see that. Should really isolate that Let's see, what's the next signal? Double yellow. How do I isolate that? There will be a button somewhere. It's to do with doors, safety systems isolated. We're stopping at this Binken Low down. Brinken Low. Don't know that place. But we are stopping there. So we need to actually pay attention. Yeah, there will be a way of isolating that foot pedal. So I just don't know where that isolation is. Alright, we'll be coming up on this quicker than you think. Yeah, a lot quicker than you think. I think I've actually got something turned off. So I must have pressed something somewhere. Is it Control F1? Shift F1? I can't remember what I've done. Normally you can show the destination things, but right, we're moving on. Let's have a look for that isolation. Cab AC. We haven't tried out the horn yet, to be fair. Decent horn. Isolation switch there, but I don't know if that's for isolating the safety. There's not a lot we can do, to be fair, in here. Yeah, there's not a lot we can do in here. We've got our service on there. As you can see, we are the 5Z24 1604 service. Oh, we've gone over. Not going well. We've gone over a. I've not pressed either the foot pedal or cleared the AWS. Okay, we're about 20-ish miles away from Lichfield, platform 1, that we are going via. And I have managed to disable the DSD, which is the obviously the dead man's switch. If you're wondering how to do that, it's Control D, and you'll see up in the top it'll say active or isolated. There probably is a button somewhere on the loco, but I couldn't find it. So just use the keyboard binding, which is Control D. And we're coming through Nuneaton Platform 2 at the moment. A little bit laggy coming down here, actually. Like I said before, though, the overhead lines don't help in this scenario. Because obviously the game's having to render quite a lot. But hopefully once we get past this station, we'll be able to kick it up back into sort of 110 territory. No idea how far ahead that other service is. I love the scenery. Look, this feels very West Midlands, sort of factory units and stuff, and industrials and whatnot. Just shut that off for a sec. Let it slow down a little bit. We are speeding. This is on a standard scenario, by the way, so obviously when we spad earlier, we didn't end the scenario. It just carries on. I like standard scenarios. I think they're a bit more forgiving than career mode, but there are some unique stuff on career mode. But a lot of the third-party creators and stuff that make scenarios and you know, these sorts of reskins, they make scenarios for standard, which is nice. You get a lot of the career stuff will be official Dovetail sort of stuff. I was hoping we'd be able to kick it up, but I guess not. But I will rejoin you when we are closer to Lichfield. I might even do some more running shots. Okay, we are coming up to about 5 miles out of Lichfield, and it's only just gone to 95 and 110 speed limit. It's been 75 for quite a long time, actually. But it seems that passenger service in front of us has gone, or they're quite ahead of us, because I've been getting nothing but greens now, so that's good for us. I managed to get a few running shots of the loco. It's quite difficult though, because I don't want to leave the cab for too long, because obviously I've managed to isolate the DSD now, but obviously the AWS still goes off if we're not careful. There is a way to isolate that as well, but I quite like the AWS. The only reason I don't like the DSD is because in real life you would just be putting your foot on it anyway. But I don't like it in game, obviously, because I can't put my foot on the pedal in real life, or well, in the game, sorry, as if it was real life. So some people have made like boxes that they plug in and map the binding to push it down, so they can sort of step on it in real life and just isolate it, and we don't have to worry about it then. The weather has changed quite rapidly, actually. It was blue skies when we started, and now it's sort of gone a bit dusky, getting into 5 o'clock. It's 5:10, and I imagine it's sort of set probably sort of autumnish, start of autumn maybe. I mean, it would probably be summer really, looking at how green it is, but there's no dynamic seasons in train sims, so it's hard to say if it would be autumn or not. I'm just going off. Oh, the DSD was activated then. DVD active. I thought I isolated you. Interesting that went off. Double yellow. Oh, that was a... I don't know what that was. Well, we'll see what we're doing through Lichfield here, if we have to slow down or not. Doesn't look like it. Double yellow. But yeah, I'm only going off the how dark it's gotten and the clouds and stuff. I'm going to say that it's autumn time, because it sort of gets dark around 5 o'clock in England in the autumn, going into winter. We don't have to slow down going through Lichfield here, which is good. We will just sound the horn. Make sure that people are clear of the platform as we come speeding through here at 97 mile an hour. I'm not sure if there's supposed to be other locos on here. Obviously when I started this scenario earlier, it came up that it couldn't load a class 390. So I don't know if there's supposed to be more, if I'm supposed to have a class 390 skin or something, or am I supposed to have a 390 model from somewhere, if someone's made one. I don't know. I didn't really read the description for this scenario on the Vulcan Products manual, but if you wanted to know the scenario requirements, you would just go to their manual, which they supply, read it, and it would tell you, oh, you need this AP product, or you need this Just Trains thing, or any other third-party producer. I've just sort of, if you want to play without those things, and sometimes it will load the scenario, sometimes it won't. You can press F2 like this and save, and it'll just load you into the game, which is what I did. But obviously, if there's supposed to be a 390 that travels down the line or something, we just won't see it. Right, we are 15 miles away from the mail terminal at Stafford. And again, we seem to have caught something because we're chasing it down. Still getting over my cold. I think I had a bit of COVID, to be fair, over the last week. I was struggling to actually record videos because I was sort of left a bit breathlessness, if that's a word. I couldn't really catch a breath very well. And I mean, I'm a relatively healthy person, and even it knocked me for 6, so yeah, and I'm still getting over it a little bit. I've still got like a bit of a runny nose, and I feel okay, but just dealing with the aftermath. Oh, those bales, that's cool. But yeah, it's hard. Luckily, I've got multiple videos lined up for YouTube, so, you know, if I can't record a video one day, I can always go into my sort of piggy bank of videos and upload one of those that I sort of pre-record in advance. When I record these videos, I normally do about 3 or 4 different scenarios or different videos, and then I've got about 3 or 4 videos ahead, which is good for times when I really don't want to record or I'm ill or something. It just makes sense. Look at this sky now. Very cool scenario. This is sort of as fast as this will go, really. 97 on a downhill, a good 100. I mean, there you go. Max speed is 90 miles an hour, so we're slightly doing over that. But this thing in front seems to be... We soon will catch him up, I think. We are 10 mile away from the mail terminal. Ooh. That's a red. We've just spad on that red. If you didn't know what that means, it's a signal passed at danger. Unfortunately, I should have been paying attention. Because there's that other loco in front. I've just seen him. Yeah, there he is. Luckily, it's not going to end the scenario if we spad on standard, which is good. Oh, look at that worker there, look. Network rail worker. He's probably thinking, you bloody idiot, you should have stopped at the red. Yeah, I know. Luckily, this train in front's going now, so we'll be able to just stop at this one. It wasn't like if it was stopped at that station and we came barreling in, it would have been game over. We would have gone straight into the back of him, and it would have been complete national news disaster. Train, what is it they call it? Can't remember the word for it now. But they'd be like train driver, not paying attention. Goes into the back of another train, causes lots of accident or big accident. Yeah, don't want that on national news. Luckily we got some leeway though, and you know, if this was a career scenario, it would have just ended the scenario as soon as we passed that. Which is, I don't like playing career for that reason, because obviously then I've got to go back and redo the scenario up until that point, and if it's a long scenario, you know, it can be really frustrating. Yes, I've passed a signal of danger. I know I shouldn't do that, and I should pay more attention, and normally I do, but if I pass it on mistake, I don't want it to just end the scenario. So luckily we've got that leeway. trying to see the next signal. It's around this bend. It's yellow. Yeah, I don't know why I can't see the thing. There is a keybind. I've pressed a keybind somewhere that's turned them off. The destination markers. I will look it up later after this video, what I've pressed. But I was messing around with loads of buttons to find out how to change the destination board, and I've pressed something that's disabled them. But I can luckily see it down at the bottom here on the UI. We are 6 miles away. That single, yeah, single yellow. Might just be warning us about the speed change, but I don't really want to risk it if it is red. Sometimes it's hard though. Obviously coming out of that tunnel, I can't see the signal. It's yellow. And I think it's warning us of a speed change, which is 70 miles an hour. I mean, we should start to see our destination in a second. I don't think we were supposed to have passengers on this train. I think it was literally just a depot. That's why it said depot on the train. Because we're not actually picking any passengers up. I think we're just sort of driving it to the location. There will be passengers on it. That's only just because Train Sim doesn't know the difference between not paying attention again, look. Oh, it's just gone yellow. We got saved. We got saved. But yeah, Train Sim doesn't know the difference between a train that's not in service and a train that is, so it just automatically spawns AI on the train. You know, in reality, this would have never stopped at any stations and not picked anyone up, and it would have been fine. Just braking just in case it is red. Obviously I can't see it. That's for the other line. That's going to be yellow. This is the dance that we do. I like on Train Sim World, actually, it tells you what the next signal is going to be. I don't know if this does, if it enlarges the colour it's going to be. Down at the bottom there, I've never actually looked hard enough to know. I'll see if we actually do get a red. But Train Sim World 5 actually has... It's red. Train Sim World 5 actually has a little thing that is in the top right corner that actually tells you if the next signal will be red or not. We're actually going to stop in time. Which I quite like that system, because obviously it lets you know if I go over a single yellow, is the next one going to be another single yellow, or is it going to be red for certain. And when it is, you can sort of start to prep to slow down. In this, you sort of have to actually physically see the signal, I believe. So that was red and it wasn't showing a highlighted or, you know, bigger square on there. So yeah, I guess it's just a case of you have to actually physically see with your eyes if it's, which is very realistic. That's real life for you. You have to actually do that. This is the dance we do now, though. It'll go yellow in a sec, and then we go again. It's alright, though. We're coming in now. We're literally a mile away from the destination. This has been quite a long one, actually. I don't think it's really been the 60 minutes that it's said, but it's definitely been 30 minutes easily. I'll have to see when we load it into the editing software. But as you can see, it's really gone dark now, going into 5:30. I actually need to look at my rail system on Transport Fever 2, because I seem to have made a bit of a mistake with my rail system on Transport Fever 2. I've been trying to make it so that the rails are dynamic, so that a loco can go one way down one track and back the same and back the other way on the same track. That's not how it should work. You should have one track sort of going, we don't want power, we want brake, one track going one way and the other one is for the other way, and it works a lot smoother apparently. I've been watching some videos on how to set up the proper rail system in Transport Fever 2, and yeah, I've basically set mine up. That's why mine keeps breaking, because I have locos facing each other when they're going down the line, and it's basically breaking the system, so I need to sort that out. I wanted to stop just at the edge of the platform there, but I'm not going to get the opportunity, but that's okay. So that was us. We will hop outside and sort of review how we did. So that was the Class 323 in West Midlands Railway livery, and it was a Vulcan Products reskin for the 323. The scenario was 5Z24 on the West Coast Mainline at Trent Valley. Right, if you've enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.